I want to talk to you about fear, that universal affliction that we all feel as humans. Like, I'm not immune to the feeling, like, it's is what it is. Like, I wake up some days, yeah, and I'll just have like an avalanche of anxiety or just get bombarded with bullshit. I actually find a really fun exercise to do. Like, when you first wake up in the morning, yeah, and you've just like, your head just gets like flooded with thoughts. I kind of like make like almost like a social commentary in like a comical way. So I'll be like, all right, wake up, all right, let's see what bullshit my mind feeds me today. Oh, there it is, there's a thought. And I take the piss out of my thoughts. It's just like a really fun exercise to do, but I think like the humor aspect just takes away the severity of it. Like obviously I appreciate some people are in awful situations and you can't make light of it, but I think for a lot of us, like first world problems, first world fears, do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, talking to a girl, you wake up, you say to yourself, oh, I said to myself, I'd go out and do some cold approach conversations today. You get hit with those twinges of anxiety and you're like, right, come on, let's go fucking have it. But in terms of like fear, like for me, I've written like blogs about this. I've made content on it before, but I wanted to make one of these little talky videos. Narcissism, arrogance, like these are things that guys will hear these things and they'll be like, oh, that's not very palatable. I don't like the idea of being arrogant or being narcissistic. But for me, like this is the antidote to all of your problems. Like if you genuinely believe that you were the greatest fucking thing on this earth, if you said to yourself like something obnoxious like, I am bigger than God, I am the fucking world, because like, come on, like, if we're real with ourselves, boys, like we all want that feeling. We all want to be powerful men who are not afflicted by anxiety or fear. We don't let fear run riot in our lives. Do you know what I'm saying? And like having this, it's like healthy narcissism. I'm not saying like be like some delusional fuck. Like I've spent a lot of time investing in myself. So now it's like a case, if I say to myself, I'm the greatest thing on this earth, like I genuinely do believe it because I've put in and I am putting in effort into myself. Like being a magician since I was 13, cold approaching people, working on hashtag working on myself, bro. Like just working on my body, working on my grooming, my fashion, like really practical. Do things that scare you on a daily basis. Like I've always been dive bombing into discomfort, whether it's being a magician and then like doing like street shows, like try to draw a crowd, doing my first skydive at 18, being a lifeguard in America, immersing myself in cold approach, teaching guys how to acquire the skill set, like forever pushing things. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like you can have those like big lofty goals, which is great. Let's say you are a trampolinist. Is that a thing? Like let's say you're a trampolinist and you want to be the world's greatest trampolinist. Well, before you get to that stage, there's little like you need to stack wins. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to like take the steps necessary, and every win you achieve along your journey fills you with confidence. Then you start to feel like, you know what, I can actually do this thing, because there's a big difference between I can't and I won't. That's really powerful, right? I remember reading that in The Art of Letting Go. It's like there's a huge difference between I can't and I won't. And for a lot of guys, it's that I won't which holds them back because they're too scared to try. But to be able to do anything in life, you have to risk not being able to do it. You have to risk having the spotlight put on you and then falling short. Like give yourself permission to fuck up, to fail, to lose, especially during our early years. Like I've said it in previous piece of content, like these are experimental years. Like if you're below the age of, let's say, 30, you've got so much experimenting to do with your life. Like I'm 25 right now. I'm so excited about who I am. I'm so excited about where I'm becoming, like building my character, leveling the fuck up every single day. Like create a list for yourself. Yeah, create a list for yourself of all the things that you want to do, and create, I think, who is it? Like Tim Ferriss says, like write yourself a fear list. So all the things that you're scared to do, write that list out and then start doing them. So maybe you're shit scared of doing your first cold approach conversation. Maybe you're shit scared of asking your boss for a promotion. Maybe you're shit scared of moving to a new country or starting a new job or asking that girl out. Like whatever it is that you're scared of, start doing it. Like dive bomb into discomfort, run towards the resistance and flirt with your fears. And this will allow you to start to develop that belief in yourself. And it's the belief that inspires this narcissism, this arrogance, where you wake up, you're like, you know what, I can do anything. Because it's hopelessness which kill a man. Like, a man without hope is dead. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if a man has no hope, that's when shit starts to get rough. But why, instead of feeling anxious, like the alternative to that, why not love ourselves? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is loving yourself such a pejorative, like a criticism? Oh, he loves himself. Yeah, too fucking right, I love myself. I've spent my time in the trenches. I'm building myself as a man. I want to feel great about myself. Like, do all the things you can do to feel great about yourself. I think every man should do everything within his power to look and feel as good as he can look. Go to the gym, start a strength training program, high intensity interval training, get your fashion, get your grooming, get some good fucking skincare going, get a nice fucking haircut, like build your money, build your empire, build your legacy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can you see, like, this shit gets me excited. Like, it's like you're a video game character in your fucking own game. So, you know, rather than try to like level up your mage on World of fucking Warcraft, like, this is your avatar right here, and you can be whoever the fuck you want to be, like who you were in the past. I used to like a fucking turnip, like didn't used to get a sniff when I was like in my younger days. I had to teach myself this stuff from scratch. But you know, I look towards the future. I'm like, Kristian, I'm so fucking excited about where I'm going, like the man that I'm becoming. Like, honestly, if I could have a conversation with my 18-year-old self, it would be crazy. I'd be like, listen, you've got no idea where you're headed. You've got no idea how many guys you're going to be inspiring and helping along their journey. So I really hope that this resonates with you boys. This is really like just like a little audio diary for myself to document my progress. But yeah, whenever you're feeling shit about life, remember, it's all on you. Like, tell myself all the time, stop being a pussy. Literally, stop being a pussy. Like, no guy wants to be a fucking pussy. So if you're in your head and there's things that you don't want to do because you're too scared to do them, stop being a pussy. What's the next action? Yeah, attack life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, attack life. Don't be like on the sidelines like a static spectator, being like, oh, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I like dip my toe in? Like, fuck dipping your toe in, man. Like, springboard off that diving board, jump right in, cannonball that shit, and then you can calibrate after the fact. So there's no point in being in your head thinking, what if, what if, what if? Take the action and then take the lessons from the action that you take. And over time, you'll start to develop that bulletproof bravado where you're walking through the world being like, I am the fucking boss. I'm bigger than God. The world is mine for the taking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just say this shit to yourself. Like, don't be scared. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys be like, oh, I don't want to say that. I don't want to like sound like big-headed. Like, when Cristiano Ronaldo comes off the football pitch, like, yo, Cristiano, how was your game? The guy scored like fucking hat-trick. Literally like, left everyone else for dead. He's not like, oh, yeah, I just did it for my team. Fuck that. He's like, yeah, I was absolute boss out there. Fuck the team. I did it for me. Like, I've always respected that guy for doing that shit. Like, he's in it for himself. Like, we all want the best deal for ourselves. Do you know what I'm saying, boys? Like, this is just real life. Like, we all just want the best deal. The world is motivated by self-interest. So put yourself first, put yourself on the pedestal. Like, stop pandering, stop people pleasing, learn to say no to things you don't want to do, prioritize your personal enjoyment, treat the world like your playground. If you're been like below the age of 30, you've got time on your side, but don't piss away your time. Learn cold approach, do all the shit you want to do, dive bomb into discomfort, just learn a shitload of skills, educate yourself, like on fucking crypto, philosophy, read great literature. I'm just putting so much stuff out here to the world, boys, because this shit just gets me excited. So yeah, if you're scared about life, attack life. Stop being a pussy. Wake up every day. Get excited about who you are, who you're becoming, and you know, I don't know. I hope this helps. I really do. I hope that I'm just sending some good fucking motivation down the camera, and yeah, love you. Bye.